Yes, people, what's happening? Guys, just a quick little one. Would you guys look at Alphonso Davies and Joao Felix? I mean, I see some news come out last night involving United, and I think the positive thing for me is that, I mean, Alphonso Davies is only what, 24, 25, I believe he might be. I think he might be 25, and again, he has suffered a lot of injuries, but for me, he was meant to be one of the best left backs in the world. You know, when he was obviously playing regularly for Bayern Munich, you know, he was definitely someone that, you know, I would love Man United to sign in the past. Obviously, has suffered a few injuries, but it's been linked to Alphonso Davies. And whether we go for Alphonso Davies, and if you remember, guys, yeah, I did say we've got our Alphonso Davies for me in our squad already, in Patrick Dorgu. Because I think Patrick Dorgu is an Alphonso Davies type player with his pace and his physicality. But what I would say, what is encouraging, yeah, even if we don't get Alphonso Davies, it's encouraging to see the kind of left backs that Man United are now looking at. You know, obviously Lewis Hall would be a great signing, but that's unrealistic if we're honest. El Hadji Malik Diouf as well would be a very good signing. But if we can manage to get you know, Alphonso Davies, you know, there's been talk about Alejandro Balde, Nathaniel Brown as well at Eintracht Frankfurt. You know, two very good left backs as well. But if we could get Alphonso Davies, that will be a game changer for me. I think the only, obviously, obstacle with that one is obviously his injuries, you know, and it depends how much he's going to cost. But let's say, I think Alphonso Davies for me is a very similar one to Eduardo Camavinga. You know, these guys have suffered injuries, but if you can get both of them players for less than, you know, less than 50 million, I would say, less than 50 million. I mean, it's an absolute bargain, really. Let's face it. And I'm just more encouraged to see that we are being linked with the right sort of players. Because the reason why I want Patrick Dorgu to be playing as a left back for Man United is because I'm used to the, you know, the overlapping fullbacks. And then if you've got the players that play inverted, you know, it offers up a different kind of threat going down the outside. So that's why I want Dorgu to be playing left back. But the links to Alphonso Davies, man, from what I see last night, you know, and I think it has been talked about previously as well. But yeah, if we can get Alphonso Davies, man, for 40 million, let's say, then yeah, listen, we should be all over that, man, because I know he's had injuries, but the thing that I would look at is, you know, when someone of that quality is available for that less money, sometimes you got to take the punt, you know what I mean? So, but the fact that we're being linked to players like that is a good sign, you know. Next player, Joao Felix. Now, Joao Felix is a player for me that I look at Joao Felix, and in terms of natural ability, he's up there with anyone. Natural ability. You know, the fact that he hasn't managed to find a club really to settle on, you know, where he's been at Atletico, you know, he's been at AC Milan on loan, Chelsea, I'm pretty sure Barcelona as well. And a player of his level, yeah, a player of his quality, obviously he's in Saudi now at Al Nassr. A player of his quality, man, it's frustrating to see him not make use of his talent as much as it should have been, because, you know, I've always said in terms of natural ability, he's up there with anyone. Like when people talk about the likes of Mbappe of this world and players like that, natural ability, he's more talented than any of them. The problem is probably his application or not finding the right fit. You know what I mean? It could be something like that. But again, he's another one, man. If he's available for less money, and I think the fact that we've got a Carrick that's there now, and maybe if it is a different manager in the summer, you know, I would look at Joao Felix as a player, you know, that we could get the best out of, you know, because the way that we want to play, hopefully, come next season, you know, I think it's going to suit Joao Felix down to the ground. So, yeah, man, I'm happy with the links that we're getting, left back and left wing, really, you know what I mean? So yeah, the links have been very good, but whether we make that happen is another story. But I think you got 2 players there, yeah. If you can get those 2 players for less than 90 million, 80 to 90 million combined, would you do that? Because I think that's 2 players there that were meant to be, or still can be, the best players in the world, you know, or amongst them. So yeah, guys, let me know what you would do. Would you go and sign Alphonso Davies and Joao Felix, or do you think we need to be moving on to different targets when it comes to that area of the pitch? You know, left back, left wing. You know, as I said, the names we've been linked to, some of them we're not gonna get. The Lewis Halls for me. Iliman Ndiaye is someone that I'd love United to sign. You know, he could be one of the main targets, hopefully. But obviously, as we know, the midfield is what is going to be targeted. And obviously, there are other players as well. But I just thought I'd bring this one up because I just see it last night. And I say I'm more encouraged at the, you know, the players that we are being linked to. Because I think the fact that we're being linked to these players, you know, it's showing me that Ineos, the club, they are looking at the right sort of players. You know, I know there's a lot of fans that are not happy, but, you know, we are looking at the right sort of players, man. That's all that can be asked for. So in the summer, we just need to make sure we get them over the line. So let's see what happens. But yeah, guys, let me know. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure you share the channel. And guys, come and join myself and Fitz tomorrow for the Tottenham all-time 11. We are going to go from the 90s, which will be interesting. So yeah, make sure you guys come through tomorrow at 8 p.m. And again, if you are a Tottenham fan and you want to jump on, then yeah, just let me know. And it'd be good to get a Tottenham fan on so we can discuss their all-time 11 from the 90s. There's quite a few players there, man. And the thing is, I looked at the players yesterday, yeah, and it's going to be hard to try and put these players into a team because, to be fair, Tottenham had some top players, man, and there's going to be some top players missing out. But I don't know how we're going to navigate this. We've got to try and sort the formation. But yeah, it's going to be good. But yeah, make sure you come through tomorrow at 8 p.m. and let me know what you think. Make sure you smash the likes, sub to the channel if you're new. And yeah, guys, catch you, if not later today, then definitely tomorrow. Take it easy.